Hi, everyone. My name is Taylor Perkins, Assistant Director of OER and Curriculum Support at National University. Our story begins with a student contacting the library and pleading with the librarian to see if we could somehow provide his textbooks. He admitted to being homeless at the time and living out of his car. For someone to be sacrificing so much for the sake of receiving an education, why should the cost of textbooks be an additional burden and barrier to graduation? This story is the seed that sprouted Transformation Initiative number 5757. As a result of a university merger in 2022, a unique opportunity presented itself to make a case for the integration of OER within course development and the need to reduce the cost burden of textbooks for students. With the support of faculty, librarians, instructional designers, and other OER advocates at the university, Initiative 5757 was presented to university stakeholders. The initiative proposed that OER utilization at National University was inadequately supported and commercially published textbooks too heavily relied upon, resulting in a suboptimal learning experience. Hiring additional staff was proposed as a solution to overcome this challenge. A proposal was put forth outlining current challenges and successes, as well as demonstrated need and desired future state for OER at the university. Fast forward to today. We received funding to hire 4 full-time OER and curriculum support staff members, affectionately known as the OERCS. We report within the library, and our staff members have a diversified background. We have librarians, professors, educators, IT, and legal professionals. What was critical to the initial support and success of the team was having buy-in from OER advocates at the university. We also worked really hard through advocacy and promotion to have ourselves directly integrated into the course development process. Course development at NU happens on a quarterly calendar basis with approximately 150 course developments occurring each cycle. Each course development is led by a course author, a faculty member, and subject matter expert designing the curriculum. And each course design also has an assigned OERCS team member who offers tailored hands-on support regarding the curation of OER and library resources to support the courses where applicable. The OERCS librarian makes contact the day course author contracts begin for course development. The OERCS librarian will then attend a course kickoff meeting where they orient all course development stakeholders to our services. One thing to note, OER curation assistance is always recommended, never mandated. The OERCS librarian will provide curated recommendations of OER and library resources based on course learning outcomes. In instances where existing OER does not meet curricular needs, the team can recommend and fully support the course author in adapting or authoring their own OER.
My name is Katie Lang. Our experience with grant-funded OER creation at National University began when we were able to secure funding for faculty to create or adapt an OER. Grant recipients were required to create and/or adapt an OER that was fully integrated into a course at National University. Projects ranged from software development to video series to white papers. Prior to beginning the project, faculty met with an OER curriculum and support librarian to establish a timeline for the project with regular check-ins. Upon completion, faculty selected a Creative Commons license, wrote a project description and biography. Projects were uploaded to the National University OER Institutional Repository, the National University OER LibGuide, OER Commons, and Merlot. Even without funding, colleges and universities can use various incentives to promote OER creation and/or adaptation, including zero textbook costs, creation of your own material to use in the classroom, online or in person, greater accessibility for students, and potential international presence in online databases like Merlot or OER Commons.
My name is Anastacia McCloskey. By replacing costly textbooks with OER, OA, and library source materials, the OERCS team is succeeding in making learning more affordable at National. Since 2023, our team has been embedded in over 1,000 course developments. We have exceeded $500,000 in textbook savings, which has impacted over 1,400 students. And use first zero textbook cost degree in digital media design was accomplished through our work. Some of the benefits of our initiatives are increased collaboration amongst departments and schools, the ability to curate and suggest DEI materials, dynamic materials tailored to course learning objectives, free textbooks that can help overcome barriers to graduation and or completion of degree, and equity in access, which better serves historically underserved college students.
Hello, my name is Danielle Steinhart. As many of you probably already know, there are so many amazing OER out there. However, I think one of the biggest challenges for an OER advocate is faculty buy-in. While OER are amazing tools, there are some common objections. The two that I hear the most often are lack of supplemental materials and potential quality issues. These are legitimate concerns, but we are seeing constant improvements in quality and a significant increase in access to supplemental materials. Another roadblock that comes up is what exactly are open educational resources? Are they just Creative Commons or other openly licensed materials such as textbooks and open access articles? Or do they include any materials that don't require additional costs to students, such as YouTube videos, library materials, and other resources with closed copyrights that can be linked to? I think when you broaden the definition of OER and include things like library materials, videos, etc., then not only do more resources become available, especially in areas that don't have the more traditional OER textbooks, you knock out some of the common objections such as quality or lack of peer-reviewed texts, and our students benefit not only from cost savings, but through customized resources that fit the needs of a specific course and student body.
My name is Hannah White. We know that our experience at National University has been unique, and we have been provided fortunate opportunities to drive the use of OER and library source resources for our students. I will share some potential opportunities for integrating OER that have been applied to NU and may apply to your institution too. Our team's first piece of advice is to find advocates for affordable learning at your institution. These advocates may be faculty, students, or higher leadership. Having more voices behind you will make your mission statements more impactful. We've had a lot of success with integrating OER in the course redesign process. Most schools are required to redesign or revise college courses on a cyclical basis to keep up with accreditation standards. During this process, faculty and instructional designers typically choose updated textbooks, readings, and other materials to incorporate in the new version of the course. We work with the staff in charge of the course's fresh revision to offer help finding textbooks for the class while also highlighting the perks of OER and library source materials, the main one being that they're free for students. Most faculty are on board and at least open to seeing the textbook options we can provide through OER platforms, our digital library collection, or from our library vendor. It's important to showcase how OER is saving students money and how it's positively impacting their student experience. If the cost of a traditional textbook is eliminated, what dollar amount will students be able to pocket instead? We use the cost savings formula shown here to demonstrate how much money OER collectively saves students in each course. For example, 59 students are enrolled in COM 344 this year. By replacing the previous $180 textbook with an OER textbook, we have saved students over $10,000 collectively just this year. Using OER and library source resources also gives students the opportunity to access their course materials from day one of the course. Many of National University students are currently serving in the military and are deployed in remote areas. They have difficulty obtaining print materials in a timely manner. Embedding OER and library source materials into our LMS allows for our students to have access to all of their required course readings and textbooks from day one of the course. Thank you, and please contact us if you have any questions.